My name is Josiah.
My name is Kurt.
We've been matched for about 2 years, going to 3.
My name is Tom.
My name is Chucky.
We've been matched for 3 years.
My name is Montreal.
So my name is Jamar, and Montreal and I have been matched for 2 years now.
So I had been working at a military school for a year and got to do a lot of mentorship and connecting with students there. And then when that shut down, I missed that aspect of things. And so I heard about Center for Champions through my church. And it sounded like everything I missed about that, except this time, more, gospel centric and actually, faith-based. So I like that aspect. And so that's kind of how I found Center for Champions.
I decided to be a mentor with Center for Champions primarily because I have 2 sons who graduated from high school and kind of moved on, and I found that I had some time, and I had been praying that God would just give me another opportunity, some way to serve. And one Sunday, Jeff Bruce, the executive director for Center for Champions, came to our church and shared about Center for Champions. And I knew right away, as soon as he shared, that was the answer for me. That was God's answer for how I could serve. And so I've been doing that now for 3 years.
Yeah, growing up, I grew up in a similar city to Harrisburg, Albany, New York, which is the capital of New York. And there's a program called Club Zoe that was ran by this old lady named Evelyn Samlitz, and she really poured into my life and introduced me to Christ. So she just provided an outlet for inner city youth to come, and it's pretty similar to Center, minus having one-on-one mentors. So yeah, I think it's a combination of what Miss Evelyn provided at Club Zoe, just her intentionality, and pouring into me and a bunch of other youth allowed me to see that mentoring people when I got older was something that I wanted to do, just give to people and allow them to flourish in life and experience God's shalom.
The mentors. The mentors are a lot of fun and respectful.
I think I like best about Center for Champions is that it's giving more kids a chance to learn about God and what the purpose is, about how to better understand what God is and what He's done for us.
When we went to the park and we had to throw them frisbees into the little cones.
Oh, over the summer, yeah, that's right. The frisbee golf over the summer, that's right. I would say, I think one of my favorite activities that we've done together is we went to the roller rink. I just didn't even know that was still a thing. And we went, and that place was hopping. And Josiah, he told me he knew how to skate, and he did. And he was out there, showing people what's up.
I think the best things that we have did, I think maybe, what is it, kayaking? Yeah. Kayaking and snow tubing. The funnest things I ever did. First time, too.
Yeah, for me too, the kayaking has been a lot of fun. Racing in the boats, we take water guns and we kind of have water battles while we're out there. And there's a lot of times when we get together, we kind of make a competition out of things.
Just very, very competitive.
Yes, yes, both of us are competitive. So.
I would have to say, when I took Montreal out with me to scout out where I would propose, we went to a few different locations. We went out to Reading. So yeah, that was a lot of fun, just driving around.
So did you use his ideas?
I ended up going with somewhere else.
He got sick and hibachi.
I don't know what happened. It just wasn't it wasn't just good. I don't know. He stands by hibachi, but I don't know if I can go back.
I was gonna say the one we recently did, the pumpkin patch. It was fun.
Oh yeah, the pumpkin patch. All the pumpkins look like they've been stomped.
Yeah, they were pretty much rotted.
And they was rotten.
And the corn maze, which didn't have an exit, we don't think,
Yeah.
except for the entrance. But and that was kind of It wasn't what we expected. We were excited. It sounded cool. Live and learn. Yeah, and we walked the whole perimeter at the end just because no one was watching. We could, and there was no exit. So.
I don't know. I've taken Chucky on some pretty long hikes, and I think he starts out really enjoying it, but I'm not sure by the end how much he's enjoying it. I think the last time I asked him if he wanted to go on a hike, he told me never again.
I learned that God has sacrificed himself to erase our sins, and he was brought back to life to tried his best to fix slavery. And also that he healed a kid's mother who was very sick, and he started spreading the gospel. And he also made somebody king that had the same name as me.
That he will forgive you if you ask for forgiveness. Keep your mindset on the right thing. Focus on God. He has a better life for you than what you think. He knows your future, and he has it planned out. He has a good future for you. You know what I'm saying?
About peace and stuff, and forgiveness.
I noticed that I don't got my anger issues at max no more. Cause I used to have very bad anger issues, and then when my mom put me in rooted, and like after a few weeks, I became calmer. I wasn't skipping classes, wasn't fighting as much. I was getting calmer, and I was just like a chill guy who just sit in the back of the class.
I feel like the experience with mentors is more better than what I've heard, because if it wasn't for CFC or mentors, I wouldn't learn as much about God as I used to.
Follow the Lord, whether it's like, making sure he's, reading his Bible or praying or whatever it is. When I'm encouraging him to do that, it's also kind of coming back to me too. And so it challenges me. The same things I'm challenging Chucky with, I'm also being challenged. And so I love that it's kind of a give and take. And it's not just all about me trying to help Chucky, but it's a two-way street. And I feel like I'm getting just as much out of this as Chucky does.
Yeah, I think it has allowed me to bring more structure to my life. Just like knowing like this is a commitment every week, and just like getting into that rhythm of going to center, and then also thinking about ways to connect with Montreal outside of center, and just bringing like more structure in that way, and like setting up like priorities and what are my priorities, and just figuring things out like that.
I think it can definitely be intimidating, thinking, would I make a good mentor? Would I do well? But the thing is, I think it's important to remember that, it's service, and it's not supposed to be easy sometimes. And it's supposed to be, it's about, if you feel called to it, or if you feel like there's a need that you can help out, and if you feel like, yeah, I want to help some of these kids, and ultimately, we play games, we learn about stuff. It's a couple hours a week. I think it's an opportunity to really make a difference in the community. And again, it might be intimidating, it might be kind of scary, but I think sometimes it's supposed to be. And so I think, it's important for people to consider, well, is this somewhere that I really believe I could help make a difference and help out? I think, I remember from something years ago, part of it it's just showing up. Half of the battle, so to speak, is just showing up. And so I think, if you can just show up and help out, and I think it's worth doing. I think first and foremost, again, kind of why I was interested in Center for Champions, one of my hopes and dreams for Josiah, I do hope that, he has a relationship with Christ and, with the church, and continues down that path, and continues learning, and continues, that aspect of things, certainly, because that's, to me, the most important part.
Yeah, my hopes for Chucky are really the same hopes I would have like for my own children. Is just first and foremost, a personal relationship with the Lord that continues to thrive and grow. I just, as far as like education, that he will do well in school, graduate from high school, and move on to whatever's next for him, and just have really solid friends who encourage him, and maybe possibly in the future a spouse.
One of the major hope is just to see him flourish with God and his relationship with God, and just to see him move from the stage of life he is in right now, and just allow God to use him and to reach other people. Also, post-center, just like I hope to see him just flourish in whatever he decides to do, whether it's college or gets a job after like trade school or something.
I mean, I think it's a great opportunity to make a difference in somebody's life, and in a positive way. And you don't have to be a theology major. You don't have to have everything perfect in your own life. Just having a willingness to hang out and to just share what you know and your own life experiences. So it's not a hard way to make a difference in somebody's life. This is it's life on life. We're just sharing life together, and the good and the bad, and so it's, to me, it's not only an easy way to minister, but it's like, I mean, this is where the rubber meets the road. This is the real deal, and you're meeting people where they're at in life, and just able to come alongside of them at that point in their life. And so I just, I love how Center for Champions does this, and I think it's very effective, and I see it making a difference in people's lives.
Hey guys, thank you so much for being a part of the non-dinner. We hope you enjoyed getting to hear from some of our mentors and mentees, and enjoyed some popcorn while you were at it as well. So here at Center for Champions, there is an ongoing need for mentors. So if hearing from the mentors and mentees resonated with you, and you think God might be calling you to be a mentor, we have 18 students right now that would love to walk life on life with a Christian adult. So if this resonated with you, if God is calling you to be a mentor, we just ask that you be obedient to that call and trust that God is going to be faithful, and He'll give you all the tools and resources you need for a mentoring ministry with a student here at Center for Champions. Our job is to walk life on life with you while you walk life on life with a student. We'll provide the resources, the training, the prayer, and the encouragement that you need to have a successful mentoring relationship.
Here at Center for Champions, we do more than just matching a mentor and a mentee. We also have a weekly program called Rooted that mentors can come to and bring their student. We also have some students that are waiting on mentors that can come and be matched with a ref. So hopefully you enjoyed seeing the stories of some of our mentees and the ways that their life is changing because of their mentoring relationship. But what you're not seeing is the 18 kids that are waiting on mentors who regularly ask me, when am I going to get a mentor? And I can't tell you how many times I just have to say, I'm just waiting, like hopefully they'll come soon. So hopefully you could be an answer to that prayer request and just step into the life of one of these students and walk life on life with them. Then we also have some life on life events that matches can come to, and that just encourages bonding between the pair. So those are some fun activities in addition to Rooted. We also have parent brunches where we have once a month that families can come out, and we'll do parenting education and just provide fellowship opportunities for parents to connect with each other and get to know some of our staff. And then finally, we have our two new components. We've got Springboard, which is a career and college prep program for our students, where we eventually want to match them up with internships in the area, and we also just give them skills for interviewing or applying for financial aid or what they want to do with their life. And then finally, we have our in-school program where we're building relationships with local schools So just that we can get some more kids from the high schools that way and just build deeper connections with our community.
Maybe God is calling you to be a mentor or volunteer at Center for Champions, but would you also consider giving to Center for Champions? Jewel talked about the 2 new components that we hope to add in early 2022. In order to do that, we need to hire new staff. And so we need financial resources in order to do that. If you go to our website, there's a variety of ways that you can give to Center for Champions. There's our $40 per month sponsor a match, the 100 for 100 campaign, which is a $100 per month commitment. And if we get 100 donors, that meets a lot of our monthly needs. And right now we have 30 of those. And then there's also a growth gift, which is for larger gifts that would really help cover the salary of a new staff member. Thank you so much for joining our event and for supporting Life on Life ministry here at Center for Champions. We wish you and your family a Merry Christmas.
Staff or the volunteers, the Messiah kids as well. So I think there's a lot of people that care and can, help the kids grow in every aspect of life. So I think it's a good opportunity for them. I can't believe I said Messiah kids. How old am I?
Yeah, I'm like Messiah. He said Messiah kids.
You've gotten to Rooted.
Wait, say that first one again?
First question, what have you learned from Kurt?
I learned a lot of things, but if you want me to list some of them, I learned that he's good at video games. That it changed his life at the start, and he likes to go to a gaming area with people, and he'll come in 4th place or something like that.
Thank you for the reminder.
That's good out of
Yeah, it was.
28.
Thank you. Yes.
He told me that, I don't know, cause y'all taught me about life, and I thought he didn't tell me anything about life, cause y'all tell me about life.
So Chucky, how long do you hope you and Tom will be friends for?
Forever.
Oh, yeah. Good answer.
They can take for that. And then we also have no, they totally see us, yes. And they're banging on the window saying help. They're waving. I don't know what to do. I feel like they think we're the news. Sure.